Once upon a time, press box pools were a highlight of every NASCAR race day. There was a $25 pool for high rollers like my boss at Winston Cup scene, Steve Wade. There was also a $10 pool, and then, at the low end of the spectrum, a $1 pool for poor ink-stained wretches like me. If you picked the number 3 out of the hat, you were good to go. If you got the number 2, Rusty Wallace at a short track, that was considered a good draw. The wheeling and dealing and trading picks was also part of the fun. Little did we know that the racers down on the track and in the pits had games going on of their own. Dale Earnhardt, Darrell Waltrip, Richmond, early 1986. One of the most infamous moments in NASCAR history led to Kyle Petty getting the first win of his Winston Cup career. We've known that much for a long time now. Well, here's the rest of the story.
85 Elliott's kicking butt. All right. So now we got to get, I'm going to throw Eddie and Lynn in this, and Henry Benfield, and
now it's a ball game.
Brewer, and I'm going to throw a bunch of people in this. All right. So we had I'm just going to say a substantial pool in the garage area on a weekly basis. And you would put your money in, and Eddie and Lynn and I would team up. You put your money in, and whoever won, you would draw a number, and whoever won the race, they won the pool. And these are substantial pools. These are not $150 pools. These are not $15 pools. These are substantial.
This isn't a press box pool.
No, this is not. This is a substantial pool.
Okay. All right. Okay.
There were days that you could run in the top 10 during that time at a cup race and make more money in the pool than you could running in the top 10. Okay. So these were substantial pools.
Okay.
Now we got to go back and understand that during this period of time, you could run 7th or 8th at Rockingham and not pay your tire bill. You know what I mean? So I'm not saying the money was huge, but these are substantial.
1985, Bill Elliott seemed to win every week, and on super speedways, that was very nearly the case. So the game in the garage, it was changed.
Elliott is kicking so much butt in 85 that they changed the pool. And the pool then became, you take your own car. You keep your own car. And you drew a peel out of the hat. And it was not for the win. So that week, it was 5th. So whoever finished 5th,
among everybody in the pool,
everybody in the pool, or closest to 5th, won the money.
And at Richmond,
we're running 5th. We are running 5th.
You in the money.
We are taking this pool. We're talking on the radio about it. We're on the radio. We're keyed up talking the radio. Yeah. Eddie's like, nobody's gonna catch you. And you just don't need to pass that guy in front of you. We're in the pool. Okay? We're taking the money home.
Cow.
I'm not sure fans need to hear this.
But then Dale and Darrell had to go and screw everything up while racing for the win.
All of a sudden, there's a pileup 1 and 3. And, oh my God. I mean, it's like, it's on. We're out of the money. We're out of the money. And, I mean, there is some profanity and there's some bad language and on our radio. And all of a sudden, after this goes on for like a lap or so, because there's a melee down there and you had to weave in and out of it, and then we come around, you had to weave in and out of it again. So while all this is going on and you're weaving in and out, and you've gone through the wreck maybe once or twice, once as the caution came out, and then at least one more time, we're cussing because we didn't win the pool.
As smoke cleared from the accident, chaos reigned supreme. Besides Ironhead and DW, who else got caught up in the accident? Who wasn't in the accident, and where were they on the racetrack? Slowly, the gravity of what had taken place and how things had shaken out began to dawn on Kyle's Wood Brothers Racing crew.
And then Eddie comes on and he says, hey, I think we're going to win the race. and I said, you are kidding. And he said, I think we'll win the race. And sure enough, everybody up there, I don't know, Ruttman and some of those guys that got involved in it, and I never even saw them. I never saw anybody. I mean, we were all close enough. We were all within, probably not a straightaway, but maybe a straightaway in a corner, maybe half a track. So, and it happened so quick that everybody was in it and everybody was spawning that guardrail, just eat cars up when you got in that guardrail or in the wall. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it just stopped cars, and we came across and ended up winning the race. Crazy.
Kyle did, in fact, win the race, but the trophy he'd long dreamed of adding to the Petty family collection, it didn't happen.
I joke about this all the time. It's like all I ever wanted to do was win a cup race and get a trophy. And you win Richmond, they give you a plaque. So not only did I not get the pool, I got a plaque. I didn't even get a trophy. You got a plaque. They give you a plaque for winning the race.
Was the purse enough to cover the pool?
Yeah, the purse was enough to cover the pool. Yeah, for winning, the purse was enough to cover the pool. We were good. We were good.
My name is Rick Houston, and I hope you've enjoyed this release from the Scene Vault. Be sure to like and subscribe, and let us know your best unexpected moment story in the comment section below.